this is something that I'm very passionate about. If you are new or if you just don't know, I do have a main channel, my original channel, where the whole thing was about spirituality, personal development, law of attraction, and much more. But this is the reason why I decided to create this ASMR podcast, because I want to talk about my passions and I want to give you value in the passions and inspire along the way. So, and I almost forgot, but I do have a drink with me here today, and it is a sparkling ice coconut pineapple drink. I've had this before, and I'm having it again because it's easy, and sometimes I'm not in the mood to make drinks, so I also don't know what to make or how to make drinks, so I need to look into that a little more. But let's talk about the law of attraction. I'm going to summarize it in a very short summarization, and I didn't really write too many notes on this, and there's much more where that came from with the law of attraction. Anyway, let's get into it. I ramble so much. Alright, so the law of attraction in short terms is like energy attracts like energy. Positive thoughts create and manifest positive experiences, positive circumstances, as well as negative thoughts create negative circumstances. So, like energy attracts like energy. But the reason why it goes much more in depth than just that is because we all have positive thoughts. A lot of the times people feel the need to repress their negative thoughts because they think it's going to manifest. It all comes down to how much you are charging certain emotions and expecting and assuming certain events are going to happen. For example, I can have a negative thought like, what if I have such a bad day? Like, I'm nervous I'm gonna have a bad day. But what if I have a great day? And a lot of the times you can still have a great day. Just because you had a thought of a bad day doesn't mean it's going to manifest just like that. For things to actually manifest, it has to take a repetition of thought emotion. So you have a thought that creates the emotional response, and you have to charge that emotion a certain amount of times in order for it to actually create and manifest that like energy, that like event. So if I have a positive thought like today is going to be a good day, and then I charge it with the emotion of expecting and believing it to be a good day, and I keep believing in that it's going to be a good day. People might not believe that because they may have had an experience where they thought something, expected something, and it turned out to be the complete opposite. And where I come from that point of view is subconsciously maybe they were expecting it to actually be the opposite. Subconsciously might not even have been aware. For example, another example, let's say you're going to an event, you expect it to be so good, you feel good about it, you go to it, it ends up being bad. Why is that? Well, number one, subconsciously, let's say you had bad events in the past and you deeply believe like, oh, this always happens, or the events are always bad, why would it be good? And subconsciously you felt that towards an event or some circumstance. Now you might have thought, oh, things will be different this time, but you questioned yourself. You could have questioned yourself, and that questioning may have looped into some anxious feeling about the event, or different energies influenced your energy and therefore created a ripple effect of negative overthinking, negative thoughts, and a negative emotional charge towards the event. That sounded like, I don't even know if that made sense. What I'm saying is that the law of attraction has many parallels, many different parts, many different moving parts. It's not that simple as in thoughts create things, although they do. It takes a strong emotional charge, and it takes some level of expecting. So our mind is a program from the past, right? Our mind is filled with our memories, beliefs, beliefs and things we learned and experienced during childhood, what we learned from our parents, our beliefs about how life should be. So that is our subconscious mind, our beliefs. Our beliefs manifest our reality. If you have a belief that it's hard to make money, and then you have a thought that is opposite, like, oh, I'm gonna make so much money, with this new job or something. But you have a belief that it's actually hard to make money. It never worked for you in the past, so why would it work now? If you have that belief, that deep program, just because you have a thought that you're gonna make money, it doesn't mean that it's going to manifest just like that. It takes a repetition of certain thoughts, and not only thoughts, because emotions are more powerful. Well, I shouldn't say more powerful, because thoughts are seeds, thoughts are ideas, but emotions are the emotional charge of what manifests into reality. For example, you wake up, you go to brush your teeth, you stub your toe, all of a sudden you have that anxiety, that madness, and then you say, oh, of course my day is starting like this. You go into the next event, next thing, you're all out of your favorite cereal, one thing after the other, and you say, oh, I'm not surprised, oh, of course this happens to me. We have that inner dialogue that somehow we attract bad luck, that somehow we attract bad circumstances. Oh, of course this is happening to me. And by repetition, we have these beliefs about how life should be. We don't believe that things could be too good to even realize. We don't believe that we can have so much money, accomplish our dreams, or this and that. And with that emotion and that belief and that deep-rooted thought, that is more powerful than thinking one thing one day that, oh, okay, I don't want to discourage you, because so far this sounds so negative. By repetition of thoughts and emotion creates a circumstance. That is the law of attraction, much more in depth. I don't know if you've heard of the law of assumption, where you have to assume good things will happen instead of thinking, oh, good things will happen, this person will like me. You have to assume, oh, of course they'll like me. I assume that they do because I'm so great, for example. And with that assumption is similar to a belief. You believe something to be true, therefore it is, and in your reality, that reflects right back to you. Our reality is just a projection of our beliefs. It is a projection of our past energy. It's a projection of everything up until now. Do you not like your bank account? Well, do you believe that it's hard to make money? Do you not like who you are? Well, did people tell you in the past that you are not worthy? So, we constantly see people in our beliefs. Let's say, I'm just going to keep giving examples. Let's say, for example, I want a person to like me, but I keep noticing people not liking me. I notice people not looking at me, or when they do look at me, I assume that they're thinking negatively about me. And how can I attract people to like me if all I have ever experienced is people not liking me? And then we kind of blame the situation, oh, they just don't like us. But we just have that deep-rooted belief from the past, because that's all maybe we've experienced, that people do not like me. So, is it the event of people not liking you, or is it you believing that people do not like you? Too many times we blame the outside circumstance. We are victims of our circumstance, and we think, oh, it's happened so many times, I'm not in control of it, it's just the way things are. And we blame the outside world without even trying to change our inner dialogue, without trying to change our thoughts of how people see us. So how to reprogram this, let's get to 15 minutes law of attraction, and then we'll talk about intention and everything. But let's say let's say we want to reprogram this story. What we have to start doing is proving our beliefs wrong. Another example, let's say you see a very successful YouTuber, but you believe, oh, that can't be me. That can't be me. I grow too slow. I'm not interesting. People don't care. Well, it was possible for that person. Why wouldn't it be possible for you? And when you ask yourself these whys, then you start to discover your beliefs. Oh, it's not possible for me because I'm not worthy. Well, who says you're not worthy? Why are you not worthy? You think of a past event. Oh, people didn't care about me in the past. I didn't have a lot of friends, so why would it translate into YouTube? Why would these people not? Why would these people like me? And then you keep questioning your beliefs and saying, well, it doesn't have to be that way now, because the past does not equal the future, and it only doesn't equal the future unless we become conscious. Because the reason why people say the past repeats itself and, this future is like the past is because we live in this victim of circumstance, unconscious mentality of thinking that we do not have the power to control our reality. And so we live by this idea that what happened in the past, who I was, what I did, how I think, how I am, is just kind of going to be a similar repeat of different circumstances in the future. People are not going to like me. I'm not going to have the job that I desire. I'm not going to be successful in this because I never was. People won't like me because of this. We're constantly blaming our past and discovering our beliefs every moment, and those beliefs are a direct translation of what is being reflected back to us. So that is the law of attraction. Thought, emotion, reality. What you think and what you feel is a translation of what you are. Another saying is emotion is energy in motion, and energy in motion creates your personality, which is your own personal reality. I think that's how it goes. But our personality is directly influenced by our thoughts and emotions, which is always energy in motion, and that energy is creating our personal reality of what we experience. And that's why people have such crazy different experiences, because of the beliefs that they have about themselves. And that's why we cannot judge someone else's experience and compare it to ours, because we actually don't know what's going on behind the scenes, So, on with that. I don't know if that came off negative at all. I don't want to like discourage you thinking that if you have a thought and an emotion, it won't happen. I was just saying that because people would disagree to this, because some people would say that, oh, but one time I thought this was going to be good, but it ended up being bad. So I just wanted to dive into that and the reasons why sometimes our thoughts don't fully manifest into reality. And not only that, if my thoughts directly manifested into reality, I would have 100,000 subscribers by now. But there's many beliefs that I have, so it goes much deeper. There's a lot of inner work that needs to be done in order to manifest certain goals. There's a lot of work around beliefs, and what you believe to be true will be true. So there's a lot of behind the scenes work that kind of needs to be done in order for the law of attraction to work. But it actually is always working. I know a lot of people say all the time that, oh, I haven't manifested in a while. I think what they mean by that is they haven't consciously manifested in a while, because we are always manifesting in every moment. I'm manifesting right now. You're manifesting. Your thoughts, your emotions, your every second is creating a projection of your reality. What you believe to be true will be true, and that's why we are continuously manifesting what we expect, what we believe, what we think, feel. In every moment, your reality is yours, and that's a beautiful thing. I know sometimes that intimidates people. The power can sometimes feel stressful, because it's like, oh, what do I do? And people freak out over it. But it's honestly works. And I'm not saying like, oh, something bad's gonna happen, you think it, and it's already in the works. I'm not saying that. And sometimes we have a lot of irrational fears and crazy thoughts of what could be that freak us out, and we're like, don't think it, don't think it. But you don't have to do that, because a lot of our irrational thoughts that we have, we actually don't deeply believe it. And also, it's just our ego trying to keep us alive, as in not physically alive, but it's trying to protect us from being hurt, from being rejected, from being in pain. So we like to picture the worst case scenarios in the future. And that's normal. Negative overthinking is just because, and it's so easy, trust me, it's so easy to negatively overthink, because our ego is trying to save us from any negative circumstance, but it's just imagination. Like, all the idea of what the future could be in a negative sense is imagination, as well as the positive idea of what the future can be. And, like I said, law of attraction is much more in depth than having the thought and it being directly in front of us. So, I need a sip of my drink. Sometimes when I whisper for so long, my voice gets a little weak. Hold on. I'm just looking at my notes. So this leads me into intentions. So, an intention is very important, because an intention is something, it's a positive priming of a situation that directly influences our energy to go in that direction. I know we have so many overthinking thoughts, but these are not really intentions. An overthinking, stressful thought isn't an intention, it's just a fear. And the fear does not have to manifest unless we kind of like desire it and expect and believe and feel and emotionally think it's going to manifest. And I know sometimes, I just don't want to freak you out, because I know a lot of the times, like in spirituality, people feel the need to not think negative thoughts, or they're really scared that they keep having this scary thought and they think it's going to manifest. And I just want to say that thoughts are just thoughts. They're really not us. It takes a strong emotional charge, and it also takes your higher self, God, universe, source, like needing that to manifest, to give you some lesson or whatever. But it's not going to happen. And the universe is on your side. The universe wants what you want. Okay, keep that in mind. Repeat after me. The universe wants what I want. The universe is on my side. The universe supports me. And going on once again with intentions. So, intention is a strong purpose and aim. It's a directed energy towards something. So you wake up and you say, today, no matter if anything happens, no matter of negative circumstances, I am going to be happy and in control and take charge of my day. That's an intention. An intention is another one. Today, I'm going to be as present as I possibly can. I'm going to get my work done and feel proud of myself and go to sleep, read, and be happy about how my day went. These are a strong purpose. Too many times we wake up and go on our phones, go get breakfast, do whatever you do, go to your job, that we don't set intentions. We think like, oh, another day. Oh, I'm not even going to think of how today's going to go. Oh, another day at work, it's just going to be the same old. We're just living by this unconscious cycle just because of how the future was. If we want a new future, we need to start becoming conscious, and through that is setting intentions. So, Aaron Dowdy, I don't know. I don't really, this is an ASMR channel, so I'm not sure all the spiritual people or people that watch stores or anything, but intention is, Aaron Doughty said this, intention is a sail to the sailboat. If you did not have a sail, you would just be floating aimlessly in the ocean. The waves would take you wherever. And usually, when we do not have a directed intention within ourselves, the life kind of just takes us wherever. We just go on autopilot. We attract the same things. Life's repeating. Life's the same. Nothing new. And we tend to be just autopilot, living day by day, second by second, not surprised and not excited. We wait for the weekend constantly. If we were to set intentions every day, I'm sure we would be more excited and more amazed at how many new things appear throughout our day. It's a sail on a sailboat steers us in the direction of what we do want. So if you put the sail, you're in control. Yeah, the waves might take you to the side. The waves might, rock your boat a little bit. But you still have that sail setting you in the direction that you desire. You are in control. When we set an intention, we are being guided and we are in control of the direction that we desire. Yeah, someone might be rude to you and kind of bump your boat. Yeah, you may stub your toe in the morning and kind of think, oh. But when we set that intention, we have more control. We realize, no, I stubbed my toe. Who cares? Hurts for a second. I'm going to have a good day. I am attracting luck. I'm attracting wealth. I am attracting good circumstances. And we will be surprised. When you set your intention, I want you to surrender to whatever happens. Okay? Watch what the universe will do for you. And set it strongly. And believe it to be true. So, I also wrote down that, intention real quick is your why and it's your emotion. When you set the intention, I really want you to charge it with your why. Why do, let's say, today I'm going to make this, or no, not something specific, because like the difference between goals and intention is a little more general around the emotion and the feeling and how you want to be, and a goal is what you want to manifest physically, or what you want to, it depends, because, I could have a goal today to have a good day, but I would think that's more of an intention when my goal would be to get my 3 top priorities done. Edit a video, film a video, meditate, priorities, right? That's my goal. My intention is to be conscious and present while doing so. My goal is to make $10,000 next month. My intention is to go into my content in a good energy, to meditate, to feel good, to flow. So, I hope that helped. That's just my perspective of goal versus intention. I know someone else would probably have such a smarter way of putting it, but your why is your emotion. Why do you want to have a good day? Because I am just sick of my past. I am sick of attracting the same circumstances, living by the same ideas, living by the same past beliefs. I want to take control. I want to feel good. I want to live out my dream. I deserve it. I am ready. So just really charge your why and your emotion. We are in a constant feedback loop. We are getting feedback on not only our insecurities, but our gifts. What we believe is possible for us. What we believe people don't like about us. I know a lot of the times we hold these insecurities and then they get triggered. But the thing is, nothing outside of yourself can trigger anything, because you are the one that is feeling and having that trigger within. This is kind of off topic, but if I was, so I'm 4'10", right? If someone tried to make fun of me and, bully me over the fact that I am so tall, I'd be like, would have that trigger because inside I hold a belief that me being short is inferior or ugly or something. I don't know. But the outside world is only reflecting back what we are feeling. So not only our insecurities, but our gifts. If you are attracting good people in your life, you must have a belief that you have a high standard, or you believe that good people come into your life. If you are attracting the same type of relationship with the same flaws, things tend to repeat in another partner, the same problems, the same type of person maybe, the same type of situations, because we are unconsciously manifesting that, and it takes intention and reprogramming to reprogram a new belief to then attract a new. And I don't want to make this sound so hard because it's not. It takes one moment to decide strongly that we are much worthy and much worthy of good people. It takes one moment to decide I am done attracting situations of my past. I am done feeling insecure in this. I am done settling for less than what I deserve. It takes a moment of strong emotional charge to then decide I am ready. Universe, I am ready for the perfect person. I am ready for this amount of money. I am ready to start attracting this. And if you truly are ready, you would write down what you want in a partner. I did this with money the other day because I have bad money beliefs, and I don't know how, I just don't have a relationship with money. So I wrote down the beliefs that I have, and not only the beliefs I have, how much money I have along with that. And then I wrote down my goal of how much money I want to have. Then I wrote down the beliefs that I need in order to attract that amount of money. I wrote down money loves me, and it's easy to make. I am worthy and deserving of money. I am ready for money, and money is ready for me. Money comes easily, and money is free-flowing. There is enough. So we tend to hold all these unconscious beliefs that are manifesting. Law of attraction, constant manifestation. And it takes a moment of strong energy to decide to change what we want. And it's crazy because I did this. I wrote down the beliefs that I need, and 3 events popped up. 3 events that was a sign from the universe to keep going. Alright, the first thing is, me and my mom went to Giant Eagle, which is a grocery store, and towards the end, she was like, should we get lottery tickets? We haven't gotten lottery tickets in so long. This random day that I go on a money date, she says that, and I picked a winning lottery ticket of $100. Not only that, I got a sale on my store. I have a spiritual store if you want to check it out. But I got a sale on my store, and I haven't gotten a sale in so long. And a brand reached out to me, which you'll be seeing soon. I'm really excited. It's my first brand thing, and I'm actually excited. In the future, when the channel grows and everything, I will never accept sponsorships or brands unless I'm very interested and excited and like the idea or product. So just letting you know that now, with all the things that I'll be manifesting. But anyway, so those 3 events popped up as a sign of encouragement I'm taking to continue to build my relationship with money. So another thing is that I want to throw out, because it's an idea that I had recently, is what you likes you back. What you don't like doesn't like you back. If you don't like money, this just, I'm just, whatever. I'm just talking about money because we're on the topic, but if you don't like money, it doesn't like you. If you don't like, people, they won't like you. And maybe you desire actually for people to like close off and say, I don't need people, I don't like people. You close yourself off to that, and secretly you want them to like you, but all you see is them not liking you back. Well, we are only open to receiving as much as we are open to giving, and we are only open to it if we allow ourselves to be open to it. Do we allow ourselves to be open to new opportunities, miraculous miracles? Do we allow ourselves to be open to new possible opportunities? No, we don't, because we don't believe it to be true, because we're living by our past. But if we were to live by the present moment and be open to receiving and manifesting and be in the energy of what we want, then the events will start to show up. Give it a day. I'm sure the universe will surprise you right after you set a manifestation. Try with tiny things. First of all, with the law of attraction, I set an intention, like I want to see a butterfly today because I want a sign of encouragement, and let it go. Let the idea go. Don't go searching for that butterfly. Don't obsess over it and control, because that's just our ego, and our ego's not going to manifest. Only surrendering and trusting, because that is the energy of, I can talk more about this. I'm just kind of going off in a different direction, but if you want to hear more about like emotions and fear and like what energy it takes to attract, let me know. But I'm just gonna finish off with saying what I was saying, is that if you like obsess and get in this fear-based mentality that you won't see a butterfly, and you try searching for it and obsessing over your intention, it's not going to happen, because you're working from your ego and you're in a state of anxiety. We need to set the intention to see a butterfly for encouragement to keep going, and surrender and trust, because that's when the works are in play. That is when things happen. I know it's hard to let go. I know. Trust me, I had to learn, and I'm still not that great. But some days I think like, oh, let me see a dolphin. I remember I did this recently. Let me see a dolphin. And I don't know what for, but I saw a dolphin that day. Not in person, on my phone, but it was just crazy. It was like, wow. And another example of that, have you ever thought of someone, this is kind of like the law, another example of the law of attraction and your life being a mirror. Have you ever thought about someone like, oh, I haven't talked to this person in so long, that all of a sudden that person reached out to you? Or, I haven't listened to, wow, I haven't heard this one song in so long. That song plays on the radio. Or you think of a yellow car. You see a yellow car randomly. You think of a car that you want, then all of a sudden you start seeing that car everywhere. It's because our life is being reflected of what we are thinking and feeling, and it is mirroring to us through our reticular activating system. We pick up millions and millions of bits of information a second, but we can only process about, I think it was like 40 or 50, I don't know the term, like millibits. No, that's not a word. I don't know the term, but we can only process so much of all the information. That's why we're in control of our reality. What we want to see, we can, but we need to think of it. We need to think of people liking us. We need to think in a money abundant mindset, because then the opportunities will start appearing, because you're thinking, you're feeling, you're trusting, you're surrendering, you're seeing. And you can do this all through intentions every day, just not really having a goal, because goals can sometimes overwhelm and stress us out, but simply by taking these steps of intention, because like I said, intention is like a sail on a sailing boat. We don't need to have the end result all planned out, that's too much ego, too much stress. So all we need is to set the intention every day to guide us in thy direction, the direction that we desire. I always start saying thy and thee and all these older words. I don't know why I think deeply, like when I start talking spiritual, I think in these old language. have now because we're not paying attention. Things happen in random coincidences. These coincidences you have manifested, you have created, or the universe has created to support you in your journey. Just start paying attention, because too many times we are not paying attention. We're unconscious, we're on autopilot, we're stuck in our mind. Be right here and pay attention, and start paying attention and setting intentions, and you will be guided in the direction that you desire. Your life will change through being more intentional. So, I hope that resonated.